The branch has attempted to reach their side of compassion and humility for a fast-growing population of patients with end-stage renal failure receiving life-sustaining treatments in these facilities. These patients are living on the very care that they provide. The human consistency would be to ensure uninterrupted service to patients the facility serves. The Muskegon branch is not asking any facility to provide innovative health reform. We are only asking for the humane utilization of a generator at the site to give patients their share of dignity and supportive assistance as deserved by all mankind. January 2011, the Muskegon branch approached 92nd District State Representative Marshall Hubby Wright and presented the issues and chronicled the events to the date. The Muskegon branch NAACP entered into dialogue to pursue legislation. May 6, 2012, the Muskegon Branch Health Committee met with Representative Marshall Hubby Wright, Representative Holly Hughes, and discussion continued on life safety codes, federal guidelines, etc. Both representatives have visited the facilities in question. January 24, 2012, Representative Marshall Hubby Wright presented House Bill number 5273 with 39 co-sponsors. Representative Hubby Wright informed NAACP Health Committee Chair the bill was rejected by Michigan State House Committee Chairperson Gail Haynes. The reasons were numerous. And may I share those, Representative Wright? Number one, the bill does not follow federal guidelines. We are very much aware of the guidelines. We worked, as I said, for 2 years with life safety codes, federal guidelines for Medicare, and so on and so forth with our representative after informing about our attempt to start legislation. Number two, that it would cost $14 million. We started with one facility with $58,000. In 2011, we were informed that it would be $70,000, and at this point, it is $14 million.
Statewide.
Statewide,
Yeah.
right. Money better spent. Number three, the monies were better spent on prevention. Number four, not good policy. Number five, an unfunded mandate, not providing the funds. And number six, the Kidney Foundation is against it. These were the reasons that our 92nd District representative shared with me on February 9th. The Muskegon branch is very well aware of the compliance laws of Michigan. Bill number 5273 would ensure all dialysis centers would receive backup generators to ensure uninterrupted services to renal patients. Currently, there are 2 more facilities serving end-stage renal facilities, patients without backup generators, since the branch began the legislation on this issue. It is the direction of the branch to maintain and pursue this issue until resolved. For patients receiving life-sustaining treatments, the Muskegon branch would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you who endeavored the journey thus far, and take note that we still have work to do. Respectfully, Carrie Haver, Chairperson of the Muskegon Branch NAACP, and I can assure you that my president feels the same way. I thank you. And at this time, we will yield to Representative Hovey Wright.
Yes, thank you. The bill 5273, when I took it on the floor and got the 39 sponsors, neither I nor anybody else expected we would get such strong bipartisan support. Of those 39, 9 were Republicans. And in addition to that, there were 3 Republican members of the Health Policy Committee who said they would vote for the bill, but didn't want to co-sponsor. They wanted to hear the pros and cons. So basically, I had 9 plus 3, 12 votes, 12 Republican votes on the Health Policy Committee, and all the Democrats would also, or most of them would support it. So I was quite surprised when Gail Haynes told me that she wasn't going to take the bill up in health policy. I scheduled a special meeting to say, are you sure, these are the people that support it, these are the people that say they would vote for it. It has strong bipartisan support. It surprised me as much as anybody. And Frank, I'll tell you that the reason that it had support is that those that I talked to had family members that were in dialysis. They knew from a family, from a firsthand emotional level that, this was not unreasonable. And that it, having backup generator support provided that level of safety to a very at-risk population. But despite that, she said, I don't care who supports it, I'll talk them out of it. It's not going to be taken up. At that point, I realized that it wasn't really appropriate for me to go any further. That I had talked to her twice, that any further than that would be sort of harassment. And that it really is up to this group. If you want to take it further, if you want to, provide more incentive or try and talk people into supporting it, it would have to come from you. Not that I'm not willing. I just think it'll hurt. It would be taking it too far. I think it's a fight worth fighting. I know that you're very dedicated to that. If there's anything that any group that's more persistent, I'll be surprised. You've done a great job of advocating for your cause. It can be taken up again next year. The environment, the political environment, I'm hoping will be different. And I think it would have a better chance. But this year, at least on the House level, it would still have to go through the Senate and be signed by the governor. But for this 2012, I really don't think there's anything more that I can do than I've already done. People, even within the industry, I was talking to a lobbyist, and I believe, what's the name of the organization that bought Renal Advantage?
Fresenius.
Yeah, okay. I was having dinner this past week with a guy that is their lobbyist, and we didn't realize that till the end of the dinner, or at least I didn't. They are concerned about this bill statewide. And I challenged him. I said, if you're going to fight it, then you need to spend the money on education and prevention right here in Muskegon. And I'll give you the name of somebody. But I don't know if they'll follow up. It'd be a good thing to follow.
Excuse me, but were you advocating funds for prevention?
I was saying if you're not going to support the bill, then use it for prevention.